The series' constantly changing roster means it's not uncommon for NCIS characters to come and go without always receiving a proper send-off, but episode 13 of season 22 misses a golden opportunity to answer for the disappearance of NCIS, Los Angeles Hetty. The episode, titled Bad Blood, reunites the NCIS season 22 cast with the previous season's Fletcher Voss, TJ Thine, but it's actually the episode's subplot that could have provided an update on the current whereabouts of the character played by NCIS, Lars Linda Hunt. Fueled by an apparent rivalry with another dad at his twin school, McGee, Sean Murray, spends much of the episode peddling coffee for a school fundraiser. He apparently cares enough about this to have prepped a briefing about his rival on the MCRT computers, so it's only natural that the rest of the NCIS office chips in to help. This seemingly minor subplot surprisingly winds up tying into 5 out of all 8 NCIS spin-offs, including NCIS, LA. NCIS Season 22, Episode 13 offers an unexpected update about the Los Angeles office. At least 2 characters are confirmed to still be working in LA. Not long after getting hooked on McGee's triple caffeine jitter jolt, Casey, Deanna Reasonova, decides to assist with his fundraiser by making her own sales calls. It's revealed that she used to be known as Casey the Closer for her success with similar fundraisers in the past, and she's shown talking on the phone at one point to close a sale with NCIS, Sydney's Michelle Mackey, Olivia Swan. Casey then explains that she's been talking to other NCIS sister offices as well, having sent out approximately 50 emails. A later scene includes a whiteboard on which Casey's been keeping track of her sales, and the board's contents reveal that several NCIS spin-off characters are still working in their respective offices and have agreed to help McGee. The biggest NCIS, LA revelation from Casey's board is simply that Kenzie, Daniela Rua, has returned to work following the birth of her child, while characters from NCIS, Hawaii and NCIS, New Orleans are referenced as well. But while the board only lists 1 or 2 names per franchise, one name's absence is particularly notable. Sadly, NCIS Season 22 leaves out any new information about Hetty. Even seeing her name on the board would have provided answers. Linda Hunt as Hetty Lange in NCIS, Los Angeles. Aside from Kenzie Bly, the only name to appear on Casey's board from the LA office is Callan, Chris O'Donnell. It makes sense not to include certain names such as Deeks, Eric Christian Olsen, since he and Kenzie would presumably combine their orders. Because Michelle Mackey is the only spin-off character Casey mentions verbally, there's no way of knowing whether any characters whose names aren't written are still around. The absence of Hetty's name leaves it uncertain whether she's returned to Los Angeles after failing to make a physical appearance in NCIS. Lars finale. To be fair, relaying the fates of the spin-off characters isn't really the point of the episode. If that were the case, we could just as easily complain that Casey didn't ring up any of the original NCIS cast, who'd presumably be even more inclined to help McGee. The whiteboard is clearly meant as a fun Easter egg for longtime fans and nothing more. Even so, it would have been a nice sigh of relief to see Hetty's name included. What we know about what happened to Hetty in NCIS, LA. Hetty at least appears to still be alive. Linda Hunt as Hetty Lange smiling at someone or something off-screen in NCIS Los Angeles. Unlike some NCIS characters such as Jennifer Esposito's Alex Quinn, who is only mentioned once after exiting the show, Hetty Lange comes up a few times on NCIS Los Angeles after her departure. Hetty left for operations in Syria following the real-world COVID-19 pandemic, but it was generally hoped that actor Linda Hunt would return to the series once things were a little safer. Her office is emptied out at the end of Season 12, but this turns out to only be temporary. Nonetheless, Hetty hasn't been seen since the Season 13 premiere. But even in her absence, NCIS, LA makes it abundantly clear that Hetty is still alive and well. At least twice, including in the final episode, the series indicates that Hetty is still keeping track of her former colleagues. Hetty sends Callan a letter in the Season 14 finale to congratulate him on marrying Anna, Bar Paley, and ends the letter by sending Callan and Sam, LL Cool J, on a mission to Morocco. So not only is she alive, but she appears to still be actively working. Can NCIS, Lars Hetty mystery still be solved? There's at least one more year to address unanswered questions. Linda Hunt as Hetty Lange sitting at a desk in NCIS Los Angeles. Amid concerns the show's falling ratings might result in cancellation, fans were briefly anxious for the series to hurry up and answer all of its unanswered questions. Thankfully, the confirmation of NCIS Season 23 gives the writers at least one more season to address any queries fans still have. But after the ultimate fate of NCIS Ducky Mallard, David McCallum, the showrunners would do well to remember that Hetty can only receive a happy ending on screen as long as Linda Hunt is around to portray her. With it currently uncertain whether Hetty has returned to Los Angeles or remains overseas, there are essentially infinite ways for NCIS to justify an on-screen appearance by the character. The former case would necessitate a mission on foreign terrain, but the latter could simply involve a visit that would potentially open the door for a reunion with other spin-off characters. But with Hetty's last 2 appearances, comprising little more than a voice message and a letter, it would be nice to see her in the flesh just one last time to give her the send-off she deserves.